What's going on, Bullish fam? Quick video for you today. Bitcoin just smashed through 20K, and if you didn't check out Monday's market review, then you're going to want to do that because what we went over on Monday all played out pretty nicely. Bro, read your notes. Played out super nicely, so we're gonna go ahead and dive into the charts. I hope you guys have had a great start to your week. It is Wednesday, so I hope y'all took the proper precautions today with FOMC and the federal funds rate in the last trading week of the year and just so much going on. But let's go ahead, like I said, short and sweet. We're gonna dive into the charts. All right, now that we're here, if the analysis from Monday helped you at all for these last couple of days, go ahead and just leave a like below. Just turn that button blue. It literally just takes one click. That's all I ask for. That's all you got to do. It really helps this channel. And again, if this information is taking your trading to the next level, you clicking that like button, it could pop up on somebody else's page and help their trading go on to the next level. So I greatly appreciate everything that y'all do for my channel, sharing it, liking, subscribing. Also, 50 to 60% of you aren't subscribed to the channel either. So if you want to continue to see my content, hit that like button. Now, dollar index, right? Bearish index. We've literally seen that from the start of this week, right? When we were together on the last video, we were about right here. And what we were talking about was possibly a bullish retracement. Now, we were talking a retracement, possibly inside of this area. Did we get it? No. But what do you notice? In terms of market structure, this is the key thing that you have to understand, right? This was the high of the week right here. Now, what happens when we made that bullish retracement, right? We made a lower high. And that's what you want to see. That's what you want to see evidence of, right? We came up, played into the 50% of that candle. Watch me clone this. Then we come up, right? We throw a wick. And then what happens one more time? We come up and make another lower high that retests this last candle. So again, just beautiful structure all the way down. And as you see, we have tanked down near that 90 whole price. We didn't quite get there yet. I still think it could be a good target for this week. We left pretty much a flat bottom here on the dollar index. But, you know, also, if you have trained your eyes enough to this point, this candle could be very, very interesting, right? We may not get down to the price of 90. Maybe this is that last push down that it needed, and maybe we trend up a little bit for the rest of the week. But overall, this bearish dollar index should have been able to help you, whether it's on something like GBP USD, whether it's on something like gold. I know I kind of had an opposite thing going with UCAD. I kind of flipped myself up there, but again, still price action was very, very beautiful. So we're going to peep this on GU first, and I'll flash over the screenshot from what we had from the dollar index from last video. But let's take a look at GU. And I'll flash that screenshot up here too, right? When we were together, we were here and here. We were talking about maybe some bearish retracement into the gapped area here from the market. We had talked about these candles. Well, beautiful price action. What happens at 3 a.m., right? London session, Tuesday morning. We dip down below the lows. We trade higher, and now we've continually taken the target that was this high over here. So all you got to do is notice as soon as this dips in, you just want to see that evidence of reaccumulation, and you're going to see it in here, right? Look, we have beautiful liquidity lows all the way through. Got a nice little template here, text, template, liquidity, bottom, right? Liquidity template. What happens? We drive one candle through the bottom, right? We hang out for a little bit. You see evidence get back behind the move. Now, on smaller time frames, you might be able to position yourself in here in London session. What if you're not up for London session? Perfect. What's happening during New York, right? What happens again? They run pre-New York lows and go ahead and trade higher, and then they retrace and trade higher. So GBP USD was pretty much beautiful. We've been running at it pretty much the entire time. Where did we just find resistance? Off of 35.50. Right, there's one of those, and I promise I'm going to do some more videos on quarters theory. People are blowing up that old video, so I think it would be pretty beneficial for me to kind of work in these quarter theory entries and exits when it comes to institutional trading. Because again, like when it comes to the institutions, right, and this is a little key concept on quarters theory, when you're calling up your broker, I'm not entering GBP USD at 34.91. I'm not calling them and say, let me throw a buy at 33.28. No, they're talking whole numbers. I'm placing a buy at 3,300. I'm placing a buy at 3,350. I'm placing a buy at 3,400. So you got to think of it like that. Like they're not playing with all these small numbers. The big players are getting in at even numbers, quarter levels. So there's a little thing for you. But GU was really nice, trending up. That pretty much played out to what we wanted. Again, for gold, even though we were very bullish on it, we had talked about that short-term retracement right here. And this, and then what do? We pull back into that down candle. And I showed everybody this in the Telegram as well, but just very, very beautiful. As you can see, we come back down, retest the candle, and we go ahead and trade back up. Now, the thing with UCAD, right? UCAD's a great one, a great example. And I love when I'm wrong because there's so much to learn from it. I had this 4-hour imbalance pointed out from the get-go, right? And I was just showing the, rejection that I showed off here. Now, me trying to play this candle was a little risky. What do you guys notice? They pretty much dropped one candle into that 4-hour imbalance, 2,700, right? Notice whole level 2,700. And now we've seen beautiful rejection back up. And again, like, these levels aren't here for nothing. Like, these will be played in the future, especially if we continue to get some bullish dollar, whatever it may be. Now, what we're going to do is dive into here so I can show you guys a little bit of market structure. I do apologize. I would have loved to have a price action video for you guys. Maybe I'll be able to record one tomorrow morning. My mornings just haven't been here for me to record and whatnot. But look at this, right? What do they do when they reach one candle in? They trade back above, and now you just wait for retracements into that open candle. Boom. Wait for retracements into that last down candle. Boom. Like, oh my goodness, guys. Like, it plays out every single time. What happens if you miss the entire move, right? This is all and also this isn't at the right time, right? That's why we didn't really take this entry. This is happening at 3 p.m. Just let this go on, let the market accumulate. Now what happens during London? Don't enter the buy up here. Let the market pull back. And what happens at 3:45, right? Go watch the time session video. At 3:45, we dip down into previous structure, right? Previous sell to buy structure, right? Talk Fibonacci retracements, right? Wait for your deep retracements. You do not need to enter anything above the 50%. Wait for your deeper 61 to 79% retracement. Beautiful touch. We trade up. And now again, we're pretty much trading up where the market started the week, right? Right up here. So, I mean, I gave you guys the levels. Bearish dollar index. GU's played perfect bullish structure. UCAD played nice bearish structure, now into bullish structure. Gold has been playing nice bullish structure. Bitcoin's at 2,800, or 20,800. It's absolutely beautiful. Other than that, not doing a lot with stocks and indices this week. Kind of letting them do anything. It's a crazy week with stocks. They got, major things going on Friday, so I'm probably pretty much staying out of that. But, I really hope that, again, and if this helped at all, please smash that like button, because it's like, if we could just have that overall bias of a bearish index and be able to look at a single pair like GU or a single pair like UCAD or a single thing like gold, like, you could really take advantage of these markets. Like, you don't need me sending charts. You don't need a signal service here, signal service here. No, sit here, back test, and learn how to take these entries at the proper times. Let me see what we got going on here, right? So let's break down real quick to end this off, I guess. Let's break down this entry for London that would have happened in the morning. I'm going to delete this, right? What do? You wait for it to reach liquidity, right? We purge liquidity here at 3:35. That's not in your first 15, last 15. Don't enter. 3:40. Don't enter. It's not in your first 15, last 15. Let the market trade low, right? We make a low. You don't even have to enter this at 3:45, right? There may be confirmations on the minute, but we'll get to that. What do you see? Evidence of the market trading up. What do we come back and do? We come back and mitigate the open of that 5-minute down candle. We trade even higher. Then what do? We come back and mitigate almost the wick of that down candle. It's not going to be perfect every time, but you guys can see the stair step, that again, institutional order flow. I may be everywhere in this video, but it's like, again, like, it was here, Now it's Wednesday, everything's played out nicely. Even if you're not actually live trading this stuff, this is what you got to do. You got to come back test like this. Look at this on the minute. Let's do it together, right? This is how fractal the market is. It's like, some people are like, I don't want to wait for the entries on the daily. Well, go find what you need to find on smaller time frames. Candle down. I might have already showed this a little bit to you guys, but yeah. Oh, I did in the Telegram chat. But yeah, right. Last candle down, we trade off, trade back into the candle, right? What happened on this right? Drop candle, they trade higher, come back, mitigation candle to close out these positions, trade higher. What do? Come back, hit the top open of that candle, trade higher. So it's just like, I may be repeating myself, and this is just a short video as a review, a mid-market review. I promise I'm going to go more in depth in future videos about entries, and I really love the price action studies, and I'll do more quarters theory stuff and more quarter level stuff. I got a lot of content to make. I'm excited. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hope this helps.